We have all lied before, but no one likes being lied to. This is why we wish that we could have a lie detector with us to really know what people are hiding. But you'll be happy to hear that your eyes and your ears are all it takes to spot a liar, unless they heard about some of our tricks. Make sure you watch this video until the end to know how you can become a good liar. If this is your first time visiting our channel, don't forget to subscribe to The Things, and please give this video a big thumbs up. Today we're showing you 5 foolproof ways to spot a liar. The voice. Don't listen to what people are saying, but pay attention to how they say it instead. You will notice that their voice changes when they're lying. They might be talking faster or slower than they usually do. The tension can also cause a change in pitch, like a rise or a fall in pitch. Most of the time that's because they're playing a role, and hiding their nervosity is what makes them look less natural. However, you need to know them to see the difference. But there are also some things you can notice if you're talking to a stranger. They might tend to stutter or stammer more than people usually do if they feel stressed. You'll also notice that they hesitate a lot. For example, if you've ever watched a videotaped interrogation of a suspect who turned out to be guilty, you will often see that it becomes more difficult for them to speak. That's because the automatic nervous system decreases salivary flow when someone feels stressed, and there is no way they can hide it. Ask as many questions as you want so they will feel uncomfortable, and this is how you're going to come closer to the truth. But if you want to know what else the mouth and the language can say about a liar, you will have to watch this video until the end. The eyes. Many people say that the eyes don't lie, and it is by looking at them that you will uncover the truth. Take a look at their eye movements. People might think that people who lie will avoid looking at you because they know that they're doing something bad. But if they know that, they might try to cheat and stare at you to make sure that you trust them. This is a way for them to manipulate and control you. However, this is something that you can notice too, as it will look really unnatural. They probably also won't blink at regular intervals. If they don't stare at you, you can also pay attention to where they are looking. If they're trying to remember something, they will usually look to the left, but if they're making something up, they will look to the right. And there is also one thing you can look for that is really important because they don't have any control over it. Their pupil might dilate if they're telling a lie. However, you should take a look at other people's eyes because it might only be caused by lighting. If they put their hand or their fingers in their eye, it might be a way for them to hide the truth, so you should not trust them. However, you can't know that someone is lying only by looking at their eyes, and this is why you should pay attention to other details. The body. What you see can tell much more than what you hear. This is why you want to look at their body language. If you ask them a direct question, their head will probably make a sudden movement if they are lying about something. Their breathing will also change, and you will see their shoulders rise. It is a reflex action when someone is stressed because of their lie, because their heart rate and blood flow changes. You could also notice them fidgeting because they're nervous. Shuffling their feet could not only show that they feel stressed, but also that they want to walk away because they feel uncomfortable. Not moving at all could also be a bad sign, because everyone reacts differently to stress. Anyway, as soon as you see something that looks unnatural, it might not be a good sign. They will also cover vulnerable parts of their body, like their throat, their chest, their head, or their abdomen. This is what people usually do when they feel threatened or vulnerable. However, if they are defensive, you might see a lot of pointing because they want to turn the tables on you because you discovered their lies. There are so many things that we need to remember. Now we understand why detectives videotape interrogations. There are way too many things that they need to look for during a simple conversation. The mouth. The truth will always come from someone's mouth, even if it's not with their words. That's because this body part can say a lot of things that you won't only hear but also see. Once again, if someone covers their mouth, it might be a sign that they don't want to deal with an issue or a question because they don't want you to see the truth. It's just like they want to cover the lies that they're saying. But what are they hiding? If they feel nervous, you will see a lot of throat clearing and swallowing, but they will also bite or lick their lips. This could be a sign that they are tense, which indicates distress. A smile and laughing could also be a bad sign in inappropriate situations. That's because it shows that they feel uncomfortable and that they don't know what to do. Someone who is not lying would take this seriously. Having difficulty speaking is something that they won't be able to avoid if they feel stressed, because nervosity will make them produce less saliva, which will dry out the mucous membranes of the mouth. Anyway, don't stare at their mouth too much because it might look weird, and there are many other things that you don't want to miss. The arms. If you're lying, the most important things that will betray you are your arms. Liars keep thinking about the eyes and how to control their movement, but the truth might be hiding a little below. We heard about people hiding their mouth or some vulnerable parts of their body with their arms. These are all signs that they are hiding something from you, and they feel threatened when you want to know the truth. But there are also many other things that the arms of a liar can say. Excessive hand gesture is usually a sign that someone is not telling the truth. They are not only feeling nervous, but they also feel like they need to do more to prove something. But there is also a little test that you can do and use it as a lie detector. Ask the suspect to extend their arm straight out in front of them, and tell them that you're going to push it down while they should try to keep their arm up. Then ask them to tell their story and push on their arm. If they are lying, you should feel less resistance than when they're telling the truth. This is because their brain is working harder when they're telling a lie, and it makes it harder to perform small physical tasks. However, we don't know if the suspect is going to trust you if you ask them to do this little test. And that's it for 5 foolproof ways to spot a liar. For more stories like this, make sure you watch 10 Ways You Can Survive a Plane Crash. Thanks for watching.